Ja, I have it. Okay. Ort liegt der Tage eingegroben in groß, verdeckt dem Kopf nicht mit dem Hittel, go, nur mit a klein Nussdichele auf Joi zu sein. Here he is lying, here really, buried in grass, covered, with her head covered, not with a head, but with a small handkerchief, just to fulfill an obligation of covering the head, but it's not really covering the head. That's what it means. Seine glanzige Cholieves spielen sich mit der Sonne. His shining, I believe, boots are playing with the sun. Hübschlich abgerückt von ihm sitzt sein heuche, dare übergebeugene Schwester, Neche, herumgegringelt mit ihrer Gänse und Gänselach. Some distance away from him, there is sitting his sister, who's skinny, who is tall, skinny, and bent down. And she's surrounded with her geese. I always call them ducks. Yeah, geese. Geese. Yeah,
and
yeah, and Gentelach is like the little geese. Was passen sich auf den groß, that are eating on the grass. Zwischen alle ihre Schwester aminen am wenigst moiden, gesunde und freiliche und schöne ist sie die einzige gebeugene und kränkliche, und damit passt sie ganz in die Summers. Okay, from among all her other sisters, who are at least at a million, that means there's at least 10 of them, 10 girls that are healthy and happy and beautiful. She is the only bent down one and sickly, and she always tends the geese in summers. Ganze Stades mit Gänse paschet sie auf dem Hefkefeld. Schließlich dabei Federn. Whole like units of geese she tends on the free field, and she plucks down from the feathers. A knochige, a spitzige mit lange Hand und Fies sieht sie an übergebeugene, herumgegringelt ihre Gänse, Goner und Gänselach, also als es ist nicht zuzukommen zu ihr. A knochige, it's a bony, Spitzige, that's it also, she has like,
Skin and
it's
bone.
pointy. What?
Yes.
What did you say, Susan? What did you say?
But she's like all skin and bones.
Yeah. Mit lange Hand, with long hands und feet. Sieht sie an übergebeugene, herumgegangen mit ihrer Gonne, Gänselach. Now, she is sitting like this, bent down, and she is surrounded by her geese, the female geese, and then and male geese, and baby geese. As es ist nicht zuzukommen zu ihr, so that it's impossible to get to her, to approach her. Wie nennt sich zu ihr, heben die Gänse und die Gonnes an Sicken und jagen sich mit ausgestreckten Hälsen und beide Schnacheln. Only when you try to get closer to her, the female geese and the male geese start to I would say make sounds and start running with the stretched out throats and with their beaks. The baby geese are making a terrible vaitzaku. Vaitzaku is they're screaming loudly. Vaitzaku is Hebrew, is screaming, yelling. So they're making a big screaming. Vaitzaku is a word that's used in the Torah to say that Vaitzaku bnei Israel el Elohim, and the children of Israel were screaming to God. It's such a out of pain. So he uses it here. Die Schneider Gesellen, was machen Sport mit Mädlach, was machen Spaß mit Mädlach, wagen nicht zuzutreten zu Nechen. The groups of the tailors, that are joking with girls, I guess talking dirty, they don't dare to approach Neche. In Moire for ihre zorndicke Gänse, out of fear of her angry geese. Shabbos fliegt sie nicht kein Federn. On Shabbos, she does not pluck dawn from the feathers. She doesn't work on Shabbos. Sie kleibt euch nicht auf die Federn. She also doesn't collect them. Was die Gänse verlieren auf dem Feld. She doesn't collect those those feathers that are lying on the field. Was das ist gewöhnlich ihr Arbeit a ganze Woche beim Sammeln Federn auf Bettgewand zu a Chassene Oyster. This is so she doesn't do this. She doesn't collect feathers on Shabbos, but this is her work regularly the entire week, where she collects feathers for the bedding that she's preparing as and not as a she's preparing for her wedding, for a dowry. Wo sie mit אפשר כמו nicht davon in ihr Versetzlichkeit, that she probably will never need that bedding that she's preparing. And now that in her single life, Versetzlichkeit, like in her sitting single her whole life. That's therefore knackt sie Banje Kern die ganze Zeit und alle zu die Gänse und Gänselach ihre. Yeah, so she's preparing something, I guess, for her groom, who might never come. Therefore, knackt sie Banja Kern. I don't understand what this Banja Kern, maybe that's why she's Susan, maybe you know this word.
I think it's maybe she takes the nuts in her mouth, what you do with nuts that have shells on them. She knocks them and opens them.
But where did the nuts come here from?
But maybe she feeds the geese.
I see. Okay. All right. Thank you. Therefore, Clancy Barney Kern die ganze Zeit und alle zu die Gänse und Gänslacher, and she makes sounds, yells, she yells
Mhm.
to her geese, to her female geese and male geese. Oh, geese and Gänselach, yeah, to the geese and to the baby geese. Yeah, she's calling them by names. Nossen Meyer, weckt sie auf dem schönen Bruder ihrer. She calls her brother. Nossen Meyers, Pferde weitert sich vom Pferd, Joges zurück. Nossen Meyer, she's trying to wake up her beautiful brother, Nossen Meyer. The horse is distancing himself from the field. Go run after him. Susan, it's your turn.
Okay, with Nossen Meyer hört nicht in sein süßen Schluff der Schwester's Red. Nossen Meyer in fast asleep and he doesn't hear what his sister's saying. Aber die Jüngelach warten nicht, bis wird zurückjungen sein Pferd. The kids don't, the boys don't wait until he will pull his horse back. Sie jugen es schon zurück auf dem Hefgerfeld. They drag it back on the open meadow. This is the Yiddish Melocha, which is the Jewish work.
No, that's this is the Jewish.
Oh, the Jewish territory.
Lucha is the authority. It's like the
Which is under the authority of the Jews. Yes, they're given that meadow to.
Yeah. Thinking of the English melucha. This is
Okay, it's under the Jewish jurisdiction.
jurisdiction. That's the word. Thank you. Yeah.
Ich
Okay.
läuf mit und jug euch Haskell Becker's Pferd. I run there too, and I also pull back Haskell Becker's horse. Wenn man es sieht nur zu die Goyische Felder, who is pulling himself to the Goyish fields, which are not under Jewish authority.
I want to say how did you translate it? Can you say it again? I'm not sure that I heard.
That are not in the Jewish authority. It said that the leader of the town gave the Jews jurisdiction of certain fields that they could be on the Shabbos. And so the horse couldn't run to the Goyish fields.
No, I think it's different. And it's the meaning is different, Susan. Ich lauf mit und jog. I am running after Haskell Becker's, after the horse of Haskell the baker. Now, wenn man es sieht nur zu die Goyische Felder, who is only attracted, he's talking about the horse here.
The horse is running to the Goyish field, and the Jewish.
Yeah, because he's attracted. He is attracted to. Like
he's pulling toward.
What?
He's pulling toward the Goyish field, and he should not be.
Yeah. Okay.
Alle Jingelach von Prosten Eulen seinen da auf dem Feld. All the lower class little boys are here in the fields. Teil von sie trugen ihre Shabbos-dicke Kaputtgelach. Some of them are wearing their Shabbos, little Shabbos Kaputtas. Aber meistens trugen sie ihre Woche-dicke Chalatlach. But most of them are wearing their everyday little coats. Und bloß ihre tuchene Hitlach seinen Shabbos-dich. And only their fluffy little hats are Shabbos hats. It's the only thing Shabbos about them. Zwei Hingelach gehen a filu Borvis Shabbos. Borvis Shabbos. Even two boys are barefoot on Shabbos. Dus seinen die Briedelach Fivishel und Schleumele. These are the two little brothers, Fivishel and Schleumele. Die Jinglach von Ormste und Yid in Stettel. These are the children of the poorest and least respected.
Yeah.
Jew in the
contemptible, like
contemptible.
Yeah.
Was man ruft him Herschel Stock, who is called Herschel Stock. Keiner von die Balabatim will mit Ot der Mishpocha kein Asukim nicht haben. Nobody wants to have any business with this family. Verwehren sehr Kinder zu haveren sich mit Fivishel und Schleumele, and they warn their kids not to hang out with Fivishel and Schleumele. Was man ruft sie verzeugen nicht zu lieb. What they calls them, I don't get this, verzeugen nicht. What they're called not out of love.
Yeah, okay, I understand it. I think was mir ruft sie verzeugen, that Fiverr and Schleume, they call them pampered. Verzeugen is pampered. They call them pampered. Nicht zu lieb, not because they love them, like, the community, they call those kids, they are pampered not because of love, no, in ironischen Sinn, only in
And an ironic meaning.
meaning, right? Okay.
Es ist auf sie kein Simen von heiligen Tag nicht zu sehen. You can't see of them any signs of the holy day of Shabbos. Seire Chalatlach seinen zerrissen, their coats are torn. Seire Häusen, seire Häusen zerflickt, their pants are all messy. Seire
It's a flick is stained, a fleck is a
flick,
stain.
they're spotted, they're all spotted.
Yeah, right.
Seire Tzitzis Kanfaslach, their little taluses seinen schwarz von Schmutz. Their talus cottons are black with schmutz, with dirt. Und dort Tzitzis hängen von sie zusammengefleckte Zeugen, and they're not tzitzis, but they hang from them just fluffy pieces. Seire Hitlach haben etliche Lecher in Mitkop, and their hats have holes in the middle of their heads. Azoyas durch sie sehnen sich arois die steife schwarze Haar, so that it sticks out of them the stiff black hair from the cap of their heads. Seire borvese Fies seinen bedeckt mit Blotter. Their barefoot feet are full of mud. Of what? Covered with zerschnitten von Stücke Glues, cut up from pieces of glass, in welche sie haben ungetrotten, pieces of glass that they stepped on, little pieces.
Yeah.
Ihre Peinemer und Hand seinen Tomid zerbissen. Their faces and hands are always kind of wounded, have wounds in it. Zerdrückt von die ewige
Milchomes.
Oh, von die eigene von die ewige Milchomes. They and they're, because of the constant warfare that they're doing.
It's a drop
but that they do between the two of them, und mit jeden, and with everybody else, mit Jingelach wie mit Schkotzem, with Jewish boys as well as non-Jewish boys. Aber die Jingelach müssen sich haveren mit Feivischlen und Schleumeln. But the kids have to get friendly with Feivel and Schleumer. Und reinnehmen sie in Korn and take them into their circle, weil ob nicht schlugen sie Makis Rotze. If not, they give them deadly blows.
Right.
Sie seien so geschickt in Schlugen sich als selige Masikim und Bries, als sie können inzwischen sich stellen gegen alle Jingelach. They are so caught up with and with Azelica and such strong and wild that they can immediately fight against all the boys in a geschleg. They can join the boys in a fight, in a
Ja.
riot.
I want to say something. Sie sind so geschickt. In Schlagen sie geschickt is gifted. They are so gifted
Gifted.
okay, this is geschickt. Geschickt is gifted, talented.
Oh, okay. Didn't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Die seien heftige Kinder, was können Chappen Klepp und geben Klepp. They are bad boys who can take blows and give blows. Sie seien euch große Künstler in Spielerei, and they are also very excellent in playing games.
Yeah.
They können stehen auf die Cap. They can stand on their heads, gain and über den ganzen Feld. They can walk on their hands over the whole field. Sie können springen hoch über Klötze. They can jump high up above logs. Über die breitste Canovas. They can jump over the broadest, and I forgot was this Canovas. I thought I looked it up.
I forgot too.
Let's see. Oh, ditches. I looked it up. It's ditches. They can jump über die breite Canovas. Those are ditches. They can jump over ditches.
Ditches? Okay.
DITCH.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
Wenn man spielt sich in Pferdlich, laufen sie so schnell when they play horse as be horses, they run so fast as keiner kann sie nicht der Jugend. Nobody can catch them. Sie haben euch nicht kein Meure vor kein Hint. They are also not afraid of a dog. Die meisten jüdische Jüngerlich were like most Jewish little boys. So haben sie euch nicht Meure vor die Schutzem. And they're not afraid of the little Gentile boys. Was führen bittere Milchummes mit jüdische Jüngerlich, who go on practice bitter warfare on Jewish boys und willen sie vertreiben von Hefgewalt and want to drive them from that special field, was is verrechnet for their jüdische Melucha, which has been set aside for Jews to use.
Verrechnet is more, it's considered.
Oh, considered.
Consider, you know the word rechnen,
Yes.
to calculate. Therefore, it is calculated, is considered as the Jewish.
I would say in this case, it's set aside for Jews to use.
Okay.
Sie gehen oft nicht in Cheder. Zu lieb dem was der Vetter Zaire kann für sie nicht zählen Pinktelech kein Shecher Limod in Rav. Okay, we better translate some of this. They're going again. They don't go to Cheder because because of their fetter, their uncle.
Father.
Fetter.
It's not feather, it's father. It's their father.
their father Ken Fars Ken Farsi Nish Solon. Oh, he can't afford it. Ken Pink Blech. I know I can't translate that, but I know what it means. Pink
Okay.
Blech Kain Shecher Lemod, to learn. Can you translate that?
Yeah. They don't go often to Cheder because their father cannot pay on time
Pink Blech. Okay.
tuition for them, and so
Right.
the Rebbe Meir, their teacher, sends them home because he cannot teach for going for free. He calls them going, so he sends them home.
Right.
Okay, go on.
I don't know that word. Akron. I'm sitzt mit kein goyim. Okay, I don't know what that means. I know
Susan,
yeah. This is Akron.
Akron is to plow. Is to plow, literally.
Oh, Akron. I'm sitzen to sit with non-Jew, go with goyim.
I think it's this. This is ironic.
Yeah.
Right. What does it mean?
Ironic.
Yeah.
To be plowing for nothing with the goyim. It's hanging around with plowing with them. It's just an
expression. Okay.
Expression. That's why it's got it shows expression. To hang out with, to plow with them.
Right. To hang out with goyim. Okay. Sie sorgen sich, they worry nicht über too much, aber dem Melamdis.
Melamed,
the teacher, aber but the teacher straf.
It's a punishment.
Yeah, straf in Leifen Arum. Post in okay, that's an expression too.
Yes.
Post the Hefker point. Okay. Okay. Who would like to translate some of that?
Susan, you want to translate?
Okay. They don't worry too much about the Melamids scolding them, and they run around pust and past like nothing, like stray dogs. Hefter hint.
Okay.
Pust and past is like idly.
Pust
is like idle. They're walking around, pust and past, doing idly, doing nothing.
Oh, lazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe somebody else should read.
Okay. Susan, you read. I've been talking to her.
Yeah, okay.
Amitim.
Umatum seinen zij full. They're full everywhere. Hakt men by Amundsen house. They chop some wood. Seinen zij die eerste wegzunehmen die opvallendike Spänner von unter der Hack. And when somebody chops wood, they take out the splinters that fall off from the axe. Dus is sehr hazoke und men kon sie nicht weg. This is what they like to do, and you can't get them to stop.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
This is Chazoke. Chazoke is really a religious term. This is their property. Chazaka is when you have a chazaka on something, is you have
this is their territory.
Ownership. Oh, chazaka is ownership. Now, chazak in Hebrew is strong, right? But when you have a chazaka, that means you have land. You have a chazaka on the land. You have a ownership. So now they picked up those splinters from the wood, and they now they pick them up. They can claim ownership to them.
Okay.
Ooit men ergens a huis, trugen zij weg a bissel schindlen. If somebody builds a house somewhere, they take away some of the the shingles.
Yeah.
A kletzel, they take a log. A bretel, they take a board. Zij springen euch a ribber iberen ploitlich von a gertendel. They also jump over the fence of a little garden und reißen euch Arbestscheußen, pea pods.
Yeah.
Gruben euch Kartoffel, they dig up potatoes. Meiren, carrots, rettichlach, radishes, und Wusgores lost sich, and whatever happens to be there. They warten mit Scheiner, they warfen mit Steiner a rup apple. They knock down apples with stones. Und Baren von Fruchtbäumer, and pears from fruit trees. Tomer vergesst emitzer a hack for their tier. If somebody leaves their axe by the door, motika, what is a motika? A good one? What would a motika be?
I don't know.
A motika,
That I don't know.
kartoffel, or something's used to dig up potatoes.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
As an emmer by a brunem, if they find a pail by the well, Maidmen zogen, Kiddish,
Kaddish.
Kaddish, Maidmen zogen, Kaddish, and if you leave anything around, you can just say, or it's gone. Hotch men habt sei keinmal nicht by their hand. Even though nobody takes them by their hands, Weisman schon, everyone knows as Fiberschel und Schleumele haben es upgeräumt. They, even though nobody sees them, they know that Fiberschel and Schleumele cleaned out the stuff. They took it.
Right.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm sorry, I must leave.